If you're a developer, there's an easy way, a very easy way, to add impressiveness and, more important, real value to your property. You don't have to spend millions of dollars to do it either. In fact, it won't cost you a cent. All you have to do is add an E. Add an E to whatever you decide to call your development. Adding an E to the word old is a well-known and approved way to go. Old, with an E, adds a great deal of value to a property, instantly. Let's say you have a development, and you call it, in a flash of inspiration, Old Town Harbor. All you do is add an E to the old, add an E to the town, and voila, you have Old Town Harbor. My guess is that you can add at least $20,000 to the price of each individual unit within your development, which is not old, and it's not a town, and it's certainly no harbor, but that's beside the point. Speaking of point, there's another word that can benefit from the addition of an E, becoming, as if transformed, a whole new place. The people who created Grosse Pointe, Michigan, really knew what they were doing. The only way they could up that game would be to possibly add a park with an E and call themselves Grosse Pointe Park. And if you were there, you could attend the Grosse Pointe Park Theater, spelled Theatre, end it with an E, see? Real class. A shopping center becomes the Grosse Pointe Park Center, that's CENTRE, upscale all the way. There's a new development being built near where I live, and they're opening up new places every month while heavy construction, bulldozers, and earth movers is still underway. Last month a restaurant opened, the Manhattan Grill. This ain't Manhattan, but hey. All the more reason to call it the Manhattan Grill. This month, right across the parking lot, a new restaurant opened, the Chesterfield Grill. That's grill with an E. And you know the owners of the Manhattan Grill are shooting themselves in the head over this. And it's too late to do anything about it. They've been outplayed. God damn it. Grill with an E. Did you see that? Why didn't we think of that? Can we try 2 E's, or should we just close? Now, I have a friend, Hoppy, who owns a bar. I think Hoppy is a great name for a guy who owns a bar, especially with all of these new craft beers. That's what they call them, 3 or 4 of which are always on tap at Hoppy's. It's a good place. Bowls of peanuts in the shell, one unobtrusive TV. One day I'm in there working on one of those brews, and I'm talking to Hoppy, making small talk about this and that, and I'm telling him about this shit about adding an E to a word, and the effect that it has. I think nothing of it. But the next time I drive up, Hoppy's got a new sign, a neon sign, and it reads, Hoppy's Bar. That's bar with an E. How is it possible? But there it is. I go in. Hoppy, buddy, I say, what are you doing? He's all smiles. You like the new sign, he says? I owe it all to you. Forget that, I tell him. You got to take that sign down. Why, he says. I thought you said it would give the place a little class. I shook my head. It says, Hoppy's Bear, Hop. I tell him, people are going to walk in here expecting to see you naked. Topless, at least. You'll lose your liquor license. Okay, he says. I see. Okay, I'll take it down. Next day, I drive past just checking. He's got a new sign out. It reads, Hoppy's Pub. That's pub with an E. I go in and look at him. What now, he says. I told him all about forensic medicine, which I know all about from TV shows. The rape kits, the DNA evidence, and pubic hairs. And I told him about the confirmation hearing for a justice on the Supreme Court with a pubic hair on a Coke can and a video about Long Dong Silver. Some things stick in the mind. Did they appoint him, Hoppy said. Yeah, but that's not the issue, I said. You don't want that. You're not running a pube. Hoppy took the sign down, God bless him. Went without a sign for a while. Didn't hurt his business. He's got a lot of regulars, like me, sign or no sign. Then one day there is a sign. Hoppy's Place. Hoppy said he liked it because it already come with an E. Built-in class, he called it. Fine, I said to him. Perfect. Relieved that it was over, and determined not to discuss anything with Hoppy in the future other than sports or beer.